Good afternoon, 6-4 parents. I am Mr. Hagedorn, and I am your teacher, your student's math teacher. So every week we will make a video, or almost every week, we will make a video we send home rather than doing like a newsletter. We think this is a little more fun. So we'll just send kind of a video every week with updates. This week we're just pretty much going to introduce ourselves. So again, I am Mr. Hagedorn. I teach your children either Math 6 or Math 6 Plus. I teach all the math. Couple of quick things I do want to talk about math today. I posted Spiral 1. If you look up here, you can see the assignments. So that Spiral number 1 will be your student's first graded assignment. It is a homework assignment. Some students finished it in class the other day. I let them get a little head start on it. But if not, that is due next Friday. There's a piece of paper they need to do their work on and turn in, and then they need to submit their answers in Canvas. They can do that twice. They can fix anything they get wrong in Canvas if they'd like. All right, other than that, great first week of school. We're actually right on pace where I wanted to be, which is rare the first week. The kids have been awesome so far. We've been talking a lot about ratios this week and equivalent ratios. So far, great start. It's been a pleasure to meet all your children. All right, have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. No warning. Go now.
Hi, my name is Mandy Sparks. I teach ELA. I've really enjoyed getting to know all the kids this week. We got our Percy Jackson books yesterday, so that's our first unit, Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. Your student needs to bring it every single day along with their Module 1 workbook.
Bring their math workbook.
And their math workbook from Mr. Hagedorn. So bring the workbooks. We started a little bit with citing evidence this week and kind of learning how to annotate a text. Next week, we're really going to start digging in to Percy Jackson, which the kids are super excited about. Moving on to social studies.
Nope. We looked it up.
Science. Just kidding.
Science. We have an order. Punch always works.
I didn't know that.
It's pretty funny that we are doing this for the first time, because you can see we do no editing. We just go at it, and whatever happens, happens. I am Mr. O. I'll be teaching your kids science this year. Awesome groups of kids. We had a great first week. We did some housekeeping stuff early this week. We got into thinking like a scientist today, and we're going to be doing that all of next week. And really what that is, learning scientific method, doing some pretty simple labs, trying to experiment, trying to figure out how do you make a prediction, how do you make a conclusion, all things that scientists do on the regular, basically the skills we'll be using for the rest of the year. And also we'll be talking about flip notes, and we're going to be doing those for the first time next week. Other than that, this weekend's supposed to be hot. So make your kids go outside and get a little good sweat on. Have a good weekend. See you Monday.
All right, I know I'm Mr. Hutchinson. I am the social studies teacher here on the Owls team, and so we will be doing one of these videos. We'll talk a little bit about curriculum. We'll talk a little bit about upcoming things that are happening in the next week or so. We'll be talking a little bit about things we've seen in class. And so in social studies, we've been talking about a unit very similar to the science unit. It's called Thinking Like a Historian in social studies class. And we're starting to understand timelines and what history is and why we study history. And we'll be getting into the 5 themes of geography coming up next week, along with some other timeline activities as we get started early into this year. A couple of things to remember. Number 1, Chromebooks also need to come every day. We had our first students today that were forgetting their Chromebooks at home, so a good thing to remind your students as they're walking out the door. I say this to my 10th grader, do you have your Chromebook? Make sure you talk to them real quick before they walk out the door, because Chromebooks are starting to stay at home and they need them every single day at school for multiple classes. Also, we're introducing ourselves to you here on this digital platform right now, but next Thursday, the 8th of August, is our open house here at Pine Hollow, so parents and families are welcome to come in for a introduction to us, the teachers, a little bit more about our classes and our classrooms and how things kind of work. So if you're free that afternoon on the 8th, pay attention and come see us. If you have any questions, you can always send us an email. This is going to be coming to you through Talking Points. Talking Points is a text message that we can send messages back and forth with. So if you need anything, please let us know. If not, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.